Hello. I hope you're off to a great start of the week. Yeah, we have another week. This is going to be, I think this is the last week in March. The quarter's nearly done. Spring's amongst us. I'm here in Scottsdale. There's a 20% chance it's going to hit 100 degrees tomorrow or Wednesday. The year is moving right along. Speaking about moving along, last month I read a really interesting article, a LinkedIn article by Brian. And I'm gonna mispronounce Brian's name, so Brian, I'm not gonna try it. Brian from Finlocker. Let's just say that. And Brian puts out great content, and this company has a really good service, a good product, which I recommend. But what Brian was doing in his LinkedIn article, he was highlighting a Boston consulting group white paper about 2025 weathering uncertainty, U.S. mortgage industry predictions and priorities. So the Boston Consulting Group, the BCG, put out this white paper saying, hey, mortgage industry, here's what your future looks like. And so Brian's highlighting that paper, by the way, which I can't get a copy of. It is a paid white paper, man. I can't find it anywhere. But Brian does outline it in his LinkedIn, and I'll put a link to his LinkedIn article here. But he does a good job of outlining what the report says. And the report essentially says, look, don't expect a refi market. We may have slight upticks in refi, come and go, but they're going to be fleeting. It's not a way to build business, and purchase business might be tough for a while. Now home equity lending may grow, but that we're going to have to really lean into kind of a new premise, a new way of doing business. And so that's what Brian gets to in his article. And so, by the way, going back to the BCG, they have 7 predictions for 2025 and then 7 priorities for 2025. You can see it in Brian's LinkedIn link, which I said I'll put a link to. But here's what Brian essentially says. He says, look, okay, we're not going to have a big refi market. We're even going to have a slow purchase market. Here's what loan officers need to do. Here's how they need to pivot. 1, loan officers need to figure out how to get to the top of the funnel. And what he means is, we need to start being able to engage clients before they're mortgage ready. That we need to become more of an instrumental player in getting them mortgage ready than them coming to us once they're ready to buy. And we've been talking about that a lot here. The lender for life now, to me, starts almost 10 years before somebody buys their first property and then lasts another 3 decades. It's not the relationship starts 90 days before they buy. That pre-timeline is really expanding, and I'll keep talking about that. So Brian says, look, you got to get to the top of the funnel. You got to get them before they're pre-mortgage ready, right? And then you got to build education and advice into that buyer's homeownership journey long before they're mortgage ready. And that in doing that, you need to leverage digital tools. You need to leverage AI and financial fitness apps and engagement platforms. And Brian says those are no longer nice to have. They're essential for modern mortgage originations. And of course, Brian's product, Finlocker, is all about early engagement. And the people that use that product, his product, absolutely are raving fans. And the whole idea is, how do you create an environment where you can delight customers, serve them before you get to a transaction? And that's what he's really arguing. That's what the BCG is also arguing. It's worth a read. He actually published this article about a month ago, and I'm just getting to it now, but I encourage you to check it out. And I encourage you to follow Brian. I've listened to Brian on Dave Savage's podcast a couple times, and he's been fantastic on that. I follow him on LinkedIn. He puts out good stuff. His product is legitimate. Check it out. But definitely go to Brian's article so you can see the 7 predictions for 2025 and the 7 priorities. And what I'll do, I'll quickly share it with you. Here you go. Here's what I'm talking about right here. This is from Brian's article on LinkedIn. This is pretty useful. I won't read it to you. I'll let you go check it out. I did do I put a link and a full write-up on this in LinkedIn today, so check out my LinkedIn. I will put a link to Brian's LinkedIn article below. We're off to a new start, off to a new week. I hope you're pumped up. I hope you're doing good in your March Madness. Man, those games are crazy. Thanks for giving me some of your time. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a great day.